Good morning, students. In this video, let me tell you about the structure and reproduction of the fungus Phaceae. It belongs to the subdivision Ascomycotina, class Ascomycetes, order Phaceaceae, family Phaceaceae, and genus Phaceae. Phaceae is commonly called the cup fungus due to the presence of cup-shaped fruiting body called apothecium. And Phaceae vesiculosa is the commonest species with a large apothecium. And they are saprotrophic and can be commonly growing on animal dung. So the Phaceae is commonly called coprophilous fungus because they grow on animal dung. Moving to its thallus structure, the vegetative body or thallus of Phaceae is a well-developed and mostly perennial mycelium, and it is made up of a dense network of branching and ramifying hyphae located within the substrate. The complex hyphal network absorbs nourishment from the substrate, and the hyphae are septate and each cells are uninucleate. And the underground vegetative mycelium produces transitory cup-shaped fruiting bodies called apothecium above the substrate. And the apothecia are of various colors and sizes depending upon the species of Phaceae. Next is its reproduction. Phaceae reproduces asexually and sexually. And asexual reproduction is less common, and it takes place by the formation of two types of spores called conidia and chlamydospores. As you all know, conidia are non-motile exogenous spores produced from a specialized hyphae called conidiophore. And each conidia germinated to form a new mycelia of Phaceae. Next one is the chlamydospores, and they are formed during unfavorable conditions. And these spores are thick-walled spores produced singly or in chains in the intercalary positions. And during unfavorable condition, they are produced, and at the time of and during favorable condition, they germinate to produce the new mycelium. Next is the sexual reproduction. In Phaceae, well-developed sex organs are absent. Still then, sexual reproduction takes place in a very simple manner with the development of a fruiting body called apothecia. These apothecia are aerial fruiting bodies, and they are relatively short-living. And the sexual process consists of the association of vegetative cells or hyphae followed by plasmogamy and the close pairing of nuclei to form dikaryon. So after the fusion, plasmogamy, fusion of cytoplasm takes place, and pairing of nuclei to form dikaryons occurs. And these dikaryons are formed either through somatogamous copulation, that is the fusion between the vegetative cells of the adjacent hyphae in the case of heterothallic species, or through autogamous pairing between the cells of the same hyphae in the case of homothallic species. And these dikaryotized cells gives out several fertile ascogenous hyphae. And these ascogenous hyphae later become septate and multicellular with a series of binucleate cells. The terminal cell or tip cell of each ascogenous hypha acts as an ascus mother cell. These ascus mother cell contain two nuclei, and these two nuclei fuse to form a diploid nucleus. Then the diploid nucleus undergo meiosis and mitosis to produce 8 haploid nuclei. These 8 haploid nuclei acquire cytoplasm and form 8 haploid ascospores, and they are arranged linearly inside the ascus. And numerous asci are developed side by side from the entangled hyphal mass. The asci are intermingled with certain sterile hyphae called paraphysis. So asci are intermingled with the sterile hyphae called paraphysis. The asci, paraphysis, and the underlying hyphal mass organize itself into a cup-shaped fruiting body that is called the apothecium. And the sterile vegetative hyphae organize themselves to form a pseudoparenchymatous tissue called peridium. Next, we can see the apothecium, the structure of apothecium. It is a cup-shaped fruiting body or the ascocarp of Phasecia. And the size of the apothecium may range from 2 cm to 10 cm, and the color may be vary according to the species. And the apothecium has 3 different parts. The uppermost layer is called hymenium. First layer is hymenium, which is made up of the closely packed ascae and paraphyses. So, hymenium is the layer which contains the closely packed ascae and sterile paraphyses. And followed by the hymenium, a middle layer called the subhymenium. After hymenium, there is a second layer called a subhymenium. It is a dense mass of closely packed sterile tissue. So, subhymenium is a mass of closely packed sterile tissue. And the third and main part is the fleshy region. The third part is the main fleshy region of the apothecium called hypothecium, or we can call it as excipulum or peridium. So, hypothecium is the main fleshy region of the apothecium. It is made up of compactly arranged hyphae which forms a pseudoparenchymatous layer around the hymenium and subhymenium. So, this is the LS of hypothecium showing the mature ascae and sterile hyphae intermingled within the ascae. And this is the structure. This is the hymenium part, first part hymenium. This upper layer of ascae and paraphyses are called hymenium, and below the hymenium is the subhymenium made up of closely packed sterile tissue. This is the subhymenium, and this is the fleshy body of the apothecium called hypothecium. And this is the microscopic image of ascae showing 8 ascospores intermingled with the sterile paraphyses. And after maturation, the ascospores are liberated through the tip of the ascus, and each ascospores are haploid and thin walled, and they thrown up to a height of 1 to 2 cm and carried away by wind. Upon falling on suitable substratum under favorable condition, they germinate to produce the new mycelia of Phasecia. So that's all about the structure and reproduction in Phasecia. Thank you for watching.